Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Covergirl Full Spectrum Matte Foundation. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. I purchased two foundations in this collection. They did come out with 20 different shades. They did also come out with a concealer as well, so we're going to be testing all of this. The two shades that I did purchase is Tan Neutral, which is this one, and then I did also purchase the shade Tan Golden, and that is this shade here. The foundations do retail for $11.99, which is pretty high up there for a drugstore foundation. And the concealer does retail for $11.49. I picked up the shade Tan Deep Golden. First, we're going to start off with the shade Tan Neutral. I love how this foundation does come with a pump, which is really nice. So let's see what this shade looks like. I'm just going to pump some out on the back of my hand. And we're going to blend. That's the shade Tan Neutral. That looks a little bit light for my skin complexion. This shade in Tan Neutral does look a little bit light for me, so I don't think I'll be going with this shade. So let's see what the shade Tan Golden looks like. Again, it does come with a pump, and I already rubbed off that shade in Tan Neutral. Let's pump her out. I think this is more of my shade. Let's see. Yeah. Definitely think this shade would suit me a little bit more. It does look a little bit deep. I think we'll go with the shade Tan Golden for now. It does oxidize on the back of my hand, so I'm just going to wipe these swatches off from my face. For primer today, I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Cover All Primer. I love using this primer. Even though this is a white base primer, when you do blend it blends out clear. Apply some on this side of my face. I already did apply primer earlier before I did start filming. It's just that little spot that we removed the foundation from. Whenever I do test out a new foundation on my channel, I do use one side with a brush and the other side using a damp beauty blender. And we're going to see which tool does apply the foundation better. So I am going to be using this brush. I'm going to take about 2 pumps on the brush, and we're just going to blend out this foundation on my left side of my face. Looks a little bit orange on me right now. I'm not sure on camera if it's picking up the orangeness, but it looks kind of orange on me, you guys. Just gonna drag the foundation down to my neck. I am going to be taking 2 more pumps on the brush. I don't feel like this foundation is full coverage, you guys. I do feel like the foundation is medium coverage, because it is covering, but it's not a full coverage. Here's what one side of my face does look like using a brush. And then here I have nothing on this side of my face. I do look a little bit orange with this foundation. I'm not sure why it's called Tan Golden, because it's not golden, it's more of like an orange shade on me. I'm going to be leaving 1 layer of the foundation on this side with the brush. We're going to be building on the layer on this side of my face using a damp beauty blender. I have my damp sponge here. I'm going to be taking 2 more pumps of the foundation on my damp beauty blender. We're going to blend this foundation out. So far, the foundation is medium coverage, you guys, to me. It's not full coverage. The foundation is orange. Well, the shade is orange. It's not a golden tan. Yeah, that's my first impression so far of this foundation. I do want to see how this foundation does build and if it does wear good throughout the day. Here's 1 layer of what the foundation does look like using a damp beauty blender. As you guys can see, it's not full coverage because I can still see my skin peeking through here. See some of my dark spots peeking through as well, like on my nose. I'm going to be using 2 more pumps of the foundation on my damp beauty blender. We're just going to take it where I need the additional coverage. I do think $11.99 for a drugstore foundation is kind of up there. You guys know that I've been loving this Makeup Revolution foundation, and it's $12. So if this Covergirl foundation is like the Makeup Revolution foundation, then maybe I would love it too. But so far, I'm not loving it based on how it's looking applied to my skin. After the shade Tan Neutral, we have the shade Deep Golden too, so it goes from tan to deep. I feel like they don't have a variety of shades. I feel like they could have added more shades in this collection. Oh wow, the foundation is oxidizing. I just applied this fresh swatch and it is turning a darker shade. I'm going to be finishing applying the foundation on the right side of my face, and we're going to build up the coverage using the brush on my left side of the face. On the left side of my face, I am going to be using my brush. I'm going to be taking 2 more pumps on my brush. We're going to blend out this foundation and add some more coverage. And then we are going to be playing with this concealer to see how the concealer looks like. Hopefully it matches this orange Oompa Loompa that I have going on. This is what the foundation is currently looking like when I applied 2 layers of the foundation. I used about 4 pumps of the foundation on each side of my face. I do feel like the foundation does look a bit orange on my skin complexion right now. We are going to be using this concealer to see if we can brighten it up a bit because this foundation is not working out. Here's a close-up of what the concealer does look like. It does say Covergirl Full Spectrum on it. It does come with a doe foot applicator. I'm just going to swatch it here so you guys can see. What is this shade? Covergirl, are you serious? This is basically a mustard shade. Is Covergirl really trying to upset us? This shade looks mustardy. This concealer looks like a yellow mustard shade. And the foundation, I'm already looking like an Oompa Loompa. I'm not sure what Covergirl is going for. We're gonna see how this foundation does wear throughout the day. I'm not impressed so far, Covergirl. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the concealer. Let's see how this blends out. I'm already annoyed by the foundation, you guys, but I really want to see how it wears throughout the day. I might have to purchase a different shade. Doesn't Covergirl have 50 shades or 40 shades in a different collection, I feel like? I remember I reviewed it. I just can't remember the name right now. I'm not liking how this concealer is applying either. This collection does have a powder foundation, but not a setting powder. So I'm just going to leave the look as it is for right now. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how the foundation does last. I do want to give you guys my real authentic thoughts. I don't just want to cancel out the product just because the shade doesn't match me. I will be going back to Ulta. But for now, I'm going to be wearing this shade in Tan Golden. And I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how this does wear. And I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it's been about 6 hours of me wearing this Covergirl matte foundation. It is kind of burning me for some weird reason. My face feels so irritated and so inflamed. I'm just going to zoom you guys in for a closer look so you guys can see. And what I also noticed is that right here underneath where I did place the concealer, it's breaking apart. So I'm not sure if my skin is irritated by this foundation or the ingredients or whatever is going on with the foundation, but I just want to zoom you guys in before I end up removing this foundation. So you guys are zoomed all the way in. It just completely broke apart. Don't find that the foundation is sitting well on my skin. It does feel completely matte. Besides the foundation not matching my skin complexion, I do also want to point out something else. When I do look closer into the mirror, I do see some little white dots from this foundation. I was not wearing any glitter on my face today. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's probably from the foundation to keep it matte. It says made in the US with foreign parts. I remember that was in another Covergirl foundation that I did test out. Like, what kind of foreign parts is in this foundation? I don't want any foreign parts on my face, so I'm not sure what's causing it to be irritated. I'm super surprised that the foundation really did break up right here using the brush side and the beauty blender side. So that has never happened to me before. I'm just using a makeup wipe to remove the left side of my foundation. I honestly think that my skin was severely irritated by this foundation. Maybe that's why it got super inflamed. But I wanted to take out the foundation off on camera with you guys and show you guys what my face really looks like before I took off my foundation. At first, I thought it was maybe my sunscreen that was causing it. But when I looked at the sunscreen ingredients, like, wait, I use this sunscreen all the time. It shouldn't be the sunscreen. It's actually the sunscreen that I'm talking about is my Supergoop sunscreen. I will show you guys that in a second. But I literally thought it was my sunscreen, and I realized I did not go out today. Like, I have not been outside in the sun today. I've been at home the entire day. So I was wondering, why is my face getting irritated? Why is it getting inflamed? I don't think for the most part I can wear this foundation for an entire week, you guys. This is one of those instances where I find that if something is irritating me and my face feels like I'm on fire, it's not worth the risk in my opinion. I don't want to wear a product on my face where I know where I'm going to break out or my face is going to feel itchy or inflamed. So I'm going to pass on this foundation. I would not recommend this foundation to you guys. I don't want you guys to go through the same experience that I just experienced, and I should not have been wearing this foundation for more than an hour or so. My face feels a little bit better, you guys. It doesn't feel as if it was on fire. For the concealer, you guys, that concealer was mustard looking. I would not recommend that concealer to you guys either. $11.99 for this foundation, you guys. It's not worth it. I would rather stick to my Makeup Revolution foundation, as I did mention to you guys earlier. If a foundation or a product irritates you, I would not recommend you guys wear it for an extended period of time. You don't know what would happen if you do continue to wear that product throughout the day. I'm not sure what's going to happen to my face throughout the day. I will definitely keep you guys posted. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what my face was feeling like. So I just wanted to jump on camera just letting you guys know that I'm okay. My skin is doing way better than it was yesterday. This CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Foundation I did not like at all. My face is looking good. It's not sensitive anymore. It's not burning me anymore. I'm super thankful that my face did not end up falling off, you guys. I really wanted to check back in with you guys, updating you guys on how my skin is doing. My skin is doing great this morning thanks to that Drunk Elephant Maracuja oil. Here's what my face is currently looking like after the CoverGirl catastrophe. Again, I would not recommend this CoverGirl foundation to you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.